what it is, what it is. I'm your main man, Mikey D, aka Stoney Mike, and I'm here to give you a nice little Stoney playthrough. Yeah. But before we get into that Stoney playthrough, you already know what the fucking deal is. You know what it is. We're gonna have to get nice and stony. And we're gonna react to an SJW cringe. Yeah, I found this one. It's a whole channel called SJW Triggered, and these motherfuckers are crazy. I don't know how the fuck they posting these videos, man. How are you posting them? How you doing that? How you getting away with that? Anyway, we're gonna react to that. We're gonna smoke a bowl. We're gonna smoke a dab, and then we're gonna play some more Hogwarts because I just wasn't feeling Madden. I played a couple of games and I don't like their I don't like that story mode. The franchise thing. I should have just played arcade, but I already got pissed off with it, so I was like, "Fuck it." I was like, "Fuck it." I don't like their story mode. Main thing is they don't have voice options whatsoever, and it looks very weird for you to be a white guy and sounding like a black guy. That just sounds weird. Like there are certain tones that only African American males or African males would have. It's just that's they that like, and I'm not talking about like urbonics or anything like that. I'm talking about fucking or ebonics or however they fucking say it. Um, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about fucking just it's got a certain mannerism that only is with black people. So making a white dude and then fucking sounding like a fucking black dude just sounds really weird. And it seems kind of like, and that seems to be the case with every EA game. So that's probably why EA Sports is collapsing. They virtue signaled so hard that they completely left out an entire category of people. You don't have a Hispanic person's voice. You don't have a Chinese person's. You only have a black man's voice, and I don't know. If I was a black man, I'd feel kind of singled out. It would make me feel a little weird. I don't know. It just, in my opinion, it just seems very odd to do that. So I'm not a fan of the story mode whatsoever. I wanted to play on. Uh, I do like the fact that they let you essentially choose. You know what team you want to be on. I got to play on the Saints. I wanted to play a Southern team, and I don't like Florida Gators. And Saints were the only ones that really called to me. But yet again, like I said, Madden was just not my fucking thing tonight. I wasn't feeling it. Might do it later. And I might continue that story so y'all can see what I'm talking about because it looks weird. I started, and see, this is why I didn't want to do it. I started to create Bobby Boucher. I started to do Bobby Boucher, make him play for the Saints and stuff like that. But there's no voice change. Like there's only one voice. It's automatic. You don't get the choice in choosing it, and that's usually how it is in all of their games, and it's annoying. So until they fix that shit, I just don't think I'll be playing the EA Sports game anytime soon. I love sports. I love EA Sports, but they've declined in the past 15 years. They have declined very dramatically. Um, And I say traumatically, not dramatically, traumatically. It is a trauma to their entire brand of how much they've changed. Uh, but yeah, let's get into this video. The first thing it says is a beautiful Latina says that the whole independent woman thing is a U.S. thing. I can tell you that for a fucking fact. I don't need no damn Latina lady telling me this. I can tell you this. I know this right off the bat. You go to any other country in the world and you don't see that. Even westernized countries, you don't see that. What the fuck is going on here? All right. Anyway, let's I'm still doing that. Hmm. What the fuck is going on? Why is this a thing? Hmm. Okay. Got that rid of and taken care of. Man, that was weird. All right. Okay, so let's hear what. Why are they? And that this whole right side of the screen is a fucking thirst trap. That's all that is. I was sitting there, I was listening to her, but then I turned and looked over to see what this side was even doing, and it just kept replaying the same thing over and over again. That whole side is just completely irrelevant. Now they changed the fucking thing, but it's still a thirst trap, is all it is. I mean, that very well may be true. That very well may be true. It's probably why you see a lot of guys when they do go to another country, they go and they stay over there on the other side of the country, or they stay in that country. Man, this is bullshit. What in the fuck is going on? I can see that this is it wasn't playing the audio. Yeah, yeah. Basically, the bitch in the last one was just saying that the shit was just not. It wasn't gonna last long, even if you did go out of the country and then you brought them back, because they're gonna be Americanized very quickly. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Apparently, I got some crazy shit going on. Yeah, it just. I think that's. I think that's me having. Because I keep getting this new thing from my provider talking about how I need a new modem. And they're wanting me to set up an appointment for them to come out and bring it. I think that's what's happening here. Because looks very weird. Anyway, let's continue. Because I can see it. It seems like I'm doing pretty good. So I'm just gonna try to run with it. If I seem patchy or like I'm like skipping frames or something, I apologize. It's likely my connection because, like I said, they want me to get a new modem. Apparently, the one that I have is old, which it is. It's been there for a while, so probably definitely have to quit playing with that man. Let him get some of that throat. What the fuck? Yo, who the fuck created these, man? Jesus Christ. SJW triggered. These guys are some fucking. Was it the Hodge twins that made this? God damn. That just sounds like some shit that one of them would say, man. Fuck.
No one needs to hear this, but girl, quit playing with that man. Let him get some of that throat. Have a good day. So.
Why do they do that? Why you do that? You're gonna have me dead over here fucking playing some shit like that. I'm gonna have to start watching these SJW ones before I even fucking put them on here. Some of this stuff I ain't trying to like participate in here.
Oh, are you cheating on your husband with him?
Yes.
She belongs worse to the streets. She belongs to the fucking trees, man. Send them to the trees. Send them to the trees. You already know what I'm talking about. You already know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'd fucking that bitch right the fuck on out of here, man. Tell me I won't. Tell me I won't. I eat the fuck out that hoe. Fucking come, man. Hell no.
To the streets.
If a man wants
That bitch literally had her boldness to just, man. Oh God. That one got me because I ain't cool with people who can't be committed. Because here's the thing, I view people who cheat as untrustworthy. Period. Whether they ain't got nothing to do with me emotionally or physically whatsoever, but if we are dealing with them in a business sense, or I just don't like doing business with people like that. It's an ethics thing. So I don't fucks with people like that. She made it very well known right there on the spot that nobody in this world except Dirty Dick Tom there is gonna fucking ever fucking want to fuck with her. Period. Dirty Dick Tom. I started to say Dirty Dick Larry, but you know, I don't know. I got weird names for everybody.
me to be their girlfriend, with what I know now, and if I wasn't married, I would say all expenses paid. Okay, if you're not going to propose, that's fine. $10 million placed in my account right now.
What?
Because if I'm going to be your girlfriend for a year,
Bitch say what? A bitch say what?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
No. That's not what anybody's gonna do. You could have a gilded pussy and ain't nobody ever gonna fuck with you. Not saying shit like that. Like, what the hell is wrong with fucking. What in the fuck did I stumble into here?
that's going to really lower my mate value and you're going to build yourself up. So transfer $10 million into my account and I'll think about being your girlfriend for a year. That's how much I would save for each year, if I ever even did it. Because it's so highly degrading for a woman.
My body count is
Man, what in the fuck? What in the fuck?
10.
I missed something or what?
Okay,
like,
so
what
here's
the
the real
fuck?
question. Do I lie or do I say the truth? You could divide by 3. Nah. Okay, yeah. Mine's, I think it's like 13, I would say. I think, yeah. Like,
13?
yeah.
Okay.
Per.
You think? So,
So mine is actually 1.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Ooh, wow. They roasted that bitch to sleep. Okay. Whew.
Yeah,
just one.
just 1.
And it's your current boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that's precious.
It's special.
She's telling the
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm never gonna believe that. And the only reason why I'm not gonna believe it now, had she been born in the 40s or some shit, I would have believed that all the way, all the fucking way. Because back then it was a standard on both sides to not be like too loose. Okay. My generation is what essentially laid the foundations for fucking hookup culture. Alright? I know for a fact anybody my age and up, or my age and to the now of age, excuse me, I had to reverse that because I was thinking. But anybody from that down, they got body counts way higher than anything that I personally can fathom. This is not something that people have like just jumped into doing. It's been a few generations expanding upon it and making it just okay to do. I'm glad. I think my lucky fucking stars that I found my particular person in life, my wife, because thinking about trying to date in this fucking climate, the way everyone is, the way everything, it just seems so disgusting. Like, I honestly feel like my skin's gonna fall off talking about how some of the stuff that I've had to hear, just had to hear this shit. Ugh. And I'm not called cap on this one.
Truth. So like 4.
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
So 12?
I honestly pay a lot of bills, and I won't date a man who can't financially take care of me. Meaning, yeah, if they can't financially take care of me, I can't be with them.
What do you bring to the table, if you don't mind?
Everything.
Modern men have realized.
She didn't say one singular thing, though. She literally said nothing. She just said everything. I don't even know where to go with that. Like, who are you?
They cannot save modern women. Modern women must save themselves and learn how to get along with the men they say they want. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. You can't save her.
What women don't realize is you guys get curved in silence. You guys curve us overtly. Oh, I'm not interested. I got a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. You guys have to be overt. When a guy comes up to you and makes an approach.
Alright, so to be 110% with you, I agree every now and then with this fucking douchebag. Just because I can agree with certain takes from people. But I don't like this dude. I don't like him. Personally, I'd like to fight him. I don't like him. I just think he's one of those people who never got his ass whooped. Probably had a shitload of yes men around in his lifetime that would back him up. And it was always a strength in numbers with him. I get that vibe with him. And some of the stuff he says is real shit, you know? And some of the topics he covers is real shit. And I respect him for that. But outside of that, I still want to fight them. There's just certain people I want to fight. And hey, we could become best fucking friends afterwards. But I still want to fight. I don't know why. Something about this dude. Like, I don't know. And it may be like bad vibes, because I don't really know him. I just know the character he's putting out here. Maybe that might be it. I don't know.
You have to decline up front so he knows not to waste his time, right? Or not to continue to pursue you to some degree. Men, though, we curve you guys differently. We'll deal with you, have sex with you, whatever it may be, and then when you display stupid behavior, you don't apologize, you have some hoe tendencies, etc., we just won't take you seriously and commit to you. But the thing is we'll keep you on the, sexual hamster wheel.
On the roster.
Right?
Yeah.
On the roster, etc. So when a guy doesn't elevate you to girlfriend status, wife, or whatever it is, 9 out of 10 times you did something to f up.
As a woman, you should not be broke. And if you can't...
And yet again, like I said, I don't really necessarily like the dude or agree with him all the time, but that's something I can agree with him with. I know for a fact dudes just do not whatsoever fuck around. Like, you do something stupid, we're going to let you know, but we're going to let you know in a way that is very subliminal. You ain't getting wifed up. Plain and simple. What is this? And if you can.
Ask any guy in your contact list for money, you need to delete them all. Delete them all.
Men are actually much less choosy, so to speak, than women are when it comes to evaluating physical attractiveness. So, for example, virtually every woman can find a sexual partner, and usually very quickly. It's certainly not true for men. Men rate 50% of women as above average in attractiveness, whereas women rate 20% of men in above average in attractiveness.
Feminism makes no sense. Like, why do you want to be equal to a guy? Go talk to a guy. Being a guy is really hard. Society hates you. They call you stupid. They basically call you incompetent. Being a guy is really difficult. Like, women, why do you want to be men? It makes no sense. Like, we have such an easy job. Be, like, sweet and kind and nice.
It makes a high-value woman. Having brains
I
and not
mean,
listening...
that's true, too. Like...
Hey, listen!
I mean, you got to. And that's some facts, man. Now, the only problem that I've ever had with people when they start spewing the word equality is, do you mean equal treatment or do you mean equal, like, outcomes? Equality of outcomes just doesn't really happen. Can't happen without some really, really fucked up things that can happen to the human psyche. Like, if we were to force equality of outcome with every fucking thing in the world, human innovation would just drop to a dead, like, it would die. They would not exist. They'd be non-existent. So,
to men.
I'd say that makes a low-value woman.
We don't need to listen
if you
to
don't
men.
listen to.
What do we need to listen to men for? I don't want to be with a man who's controlling and telling me what to do. I want to be able to live my own life.
Only controlling in the bedroom.
So Shirley and Georgia.
not gonna be me.
Eastman, how old are you?
28.
You have any kids?
Yes, I do. I have 8.
Oh, hell no!
How old are
28.
you? You have 8 kids that you gave birth to?
Yes, ma'am.
You gave birth to 8 kids?
Yes.
A lot of people fail, bro.
Bruh.
I don't know. Fuck you having 8 kids at 28. You were popping them out early. Or like literally back to back. What the fuck, man? All I know is she better not be on welfare, man. Like, somebody better be taking care of them. Because it comes to a point where, like, are you using childbirth to gain some kind of financial gain at that point? Like, I would like to have a shitload of kids too, but not that many. Because I mean, we're not needing to like overpopulate the earth. We're not overpopulated nor underpopulated. It's just cities that are becoming overpopulated. So there's like this like weird myth that there's a population, like overpopulation. No, it's just cities that are like that. It's just the way it is. Alright, let's see.
Because they be so worried about girls. I said this in a YouTube video. Girls is some of these guys' biggest downfalls because they try to impress girls. They will put their life on hold to make sure a woman's happy over his own self. Like, seriously, that's why a lot of guys fail.
That's true. It's like a weird genetic thing inside of our heads. Like, if we want to be with that particular person, we just stop everything to make that person comfortable enough to be with us and happy enough to do that. It's just one of those things that I think it's a hardwired thing inside of just the human male, period. It's not America or a cultural thing. It's everywhere. It's all males. Every male in this world has that in them. Even those little soy boys that you see fucking only eating vegan food, they're like, even they still have it inside of their heads to do that. That's still a thing.
Okay, it's 24 hours in a day. You'll see a guy give a girl 8 hours of text messages and phone calls. His whole mind. When you can take that same 8 hours and put it into income, money, learning how to invest. Like goals, writing your goals down, praying, something.
For a 32-year-old, what do you think the median income is for this age specifically?
For a 42-year-old?
32-year-old.
32-year-old.
The age that you check.
I think it's 250,000.
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not. Damn, America.
And then what's the top 25% of a 37-year-old?
Dang, maybe it's 200,000.
86.
What? No, it's not.
The more bodies a woman has, the more
And
life
see, that's
she's
the
gonna
thing.
leave you.
And I've noticed, based off of, loose statistics, not anything completely concrete, but just based off of those loose statistics, you can see that most single women of the modern era would want to be with that small 20% when most of them aren't even, for lack of a better word, qualified to be with that 20%. Mentally, physically, everything. So it's very interesting that they completely isolate things. You know when they say stick to your level, I guess is what they, or what is it that they try to say? There's a saying that's very cruel in my opinion, because I don't agree with it, but once someone goes into the weird way of pretty much isolating opportunities for themselves because they are wanting something that's just not something you can force. It's just not something that you can force. And that type of female is actually actively trying to force something really fucked. They're trying to force a relationship that is not cohesive, not natural. So that's
because she's dealt with Chad, she's dealt with Tyrone, she's dealt with Pookie, she's dealt with Raven, she's dealt with the whole group. So now, if you do any little thing to her, or as girls say, the ick, And they have some stupid requirements for what the ick is. If you do anything stupid, she'll be like, well, Tyrone did it like this. Pookie did it like this. Chad did it like this. So I'm just going to leave you and go and find me another one of them.
What's your body count looking like right now?
It's like 45.
How old are you again?
20.
20, and your body count is
45.
45.
That's enough internet.
The fact that 45 men slept with that.
Emotional damage.
God damn. Lord help me. I'm going to hell.
For me today.
I got ghosted by a boy who I really wasn't that interested in, but I was surprised that he ghosted me still. Isn't that interesting?
Nothing makes me gasp
Not really. Not really at all.
more than when I go on Lana Rhodes' story and she posts her son and I see his face. Because it's just like, oh my God, bro. He looks exactly like his daddy. Like, bro. And to the people saying that he looks like Ben Simmons, no the fuck he doesn't.
Lana Rhodes is cheating on me because that's Blake Griffin's baby.
I hate speculating, but when you
God damn!
see this child, it's like my recent camera roll is a collage of him side by side with Blake Griffin. That is just fully Blake on a baby's face. And I said this last time, but he's growing more and more into Blake.
Listen, I hate that Blake Griffin has to be a deadbeat. I don't like that. I want him to go on Maury.
You are not.
No. No. That is a no-no.
Accidental film star Lana Rhodes reveals her son's father is an NBA player and social media thinks they know who it is. Lana Rhodes recently had a son and had...
Yeah, I mean, I remember this. I'm sorry, but if I can actually see my reflection in your nose, we should probably do something about that.
Hasn't come out publicly to say who the
That's
father
weird.
is, but she did recently say it's an NBA player. Social media believes
shouldn't
the
be able to
father
see
is
somebody's
either Kevin
reflection in
Durant
their
or
nose.
Blake Griffin.
I'm a community.
Like, there should be a shimmer.
For the streets now.
A few moments later.
Now what are you doing after we broke up? What you wanted to do?
Living the dream.
They weren't jokes. They weren't jokes.
And you're living the same thing. You're living the dream too. You said you wanted to have a baby. I said I wanted to have group. Both doing what we wanted. What's the problem?
All right, perfect. But the
I'm not
point
mad.
is, you are a gaslighter, and I just proved.
What?
Bruh.
How the fuck? This dude needs a run. For real, he needs a run.
Run, bitch! Run!
Get the fuck out of the room. Don't even talk to a dumb bitch like this. Coming at you with, you're such a gaslighter after, like, he literally just, all he responded with was like, yeah, like, we're both getting what the fuck we want. Like, clearly there was like, man, that's some weird shit, man. Like, this is why I don't like porn stars. I think they're all stupid.
With the music. That was good.
They're all fucking dumb. Especially the ones I want to associate with a dumb cunt like that, man. That was fucking ignorant. Anyway. We're definitely going to do more of those guys, that SJW, if YouTube don't have a problem with it. But definitely going to do more of those, because goddamn, some of those were like juicy as fuck, man. I'm definitely going to have to start checking them out more often. It's funny because I actually subbed to them, So it's quite hilarious. Anyways. It is time to do a dab. Like, I don't know, man. I have a thing against a lot of the mentalities that are in not just Hollywood in general, but like everything to considered, well, what they consider themselves upper echelon. I cannot stand them. There's some kind of mentality about that it's like it doesn't seem human, and maybe I'm not human, and that's the reason why. I don't know. It's just, and porn stars are just fucking dumb as a box of rocks. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some that are smart. I think there was actually one that supposedly had some kind of degree or some shit, and they were actually really intelligent. Okay, but that's the one. The one. But yeah, man, let's smoke it.
It's nothing like smoking fools while you high.
Damn right. We're gonna smoke them by turning them and blasting them with a fucking light. Not a light. I was about to say a lightsaber. I saw somebody supposedly. I don't know if this is real. It looked like it was edited, but the shit looks like it was. Ooh. I just now saw the chat. Might be. I had my soundboards blocking it for some reason. Gelato is definitely one of the best, in my opinion. One of the best. Of all the dessert strains ever made, that was one of the best goddamn ones ever. Gelato 33 is my favorite. My absolute favorite. Oh no, man, you good. No, matter of fact, that probably helps me out a lot because the algorithm, apparently, like you need to have people commenting, you need to have people sharing, you need to have people, you gotta have people doing all kinds of shit. So, you spamming my comments is fine and dandy to me, man. But yeah, I think gelato is probably one of them good ones. I got gushers right now for dabs. Got gushers. I still got Elmer's glue for herb. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna nitpick it over any one of them, but and like, if I'm gonna go, like, if they're all right there lined up in front of me, I'm gonna probably pick a Gelato 33 over anything, just because it's something to do with the limonene and myrcene mixed together. That terpene profile when they're together, it's just it's beautiful. Tastes amazing. Cheerios. That's not big enough. That looks small. We should do a lot bigger than that. Boom! There we go. It's a nice, decent size. Not too big, not too small. Whew. I was about to say that's what she said. I was trying so hard to fight that. I got the soundboard for that too. I started click it too. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's why I need fuck. I forgot what it was. I forgot what the fuck it was. Oh man, that orange blue. That really is some like I'm gonna make you stick to the shit because I am stuck. I'm telling people right now, I am stuck. I am not moving. I am going to be stuck in this chair for quite some time now. Yeah, I would have to agree. Yeah, nah. I used to point and laugh at the kid that ate glue in kindergarten. Everybody had one. Everybody had one of those kids who was sitting there fucking eating glue. It's all right if you try to like end your curiosity because it's it's safe or whatever. It was relatively not judged upon for like that one trying. But I'm talking about the person who's just fucking gobbling that shit like it's fucking candy. No, I don't think any extract would be inferior unless it just wasn't extracted really well. Because every one of them has their purpose. Every strain has its purpose. I hope that wasn't the case, to be honest with you, man. Of course, some of them were chunky kids. So, or mine in particular was a chunky kid. So, I'm hoping. Whew. Yeah, I think he was just a hungry ass kid, to be honest with you. Or he might have been just, you know, because he wasn't slow or anything like that. So it wasn't like anything like that. He was just odd. He was just an odd kid. He his older brother I was actually friends with though. That's what was funny. I was friends with his older brother. Yeah, I mean most of the time I'm fucking hungry, but I fast 4 days out of a week. So, and I think fasting is important for certain people. I don't think it's something that everybody should jump onto because it's kind of dangerous. Um, and fasting doesn't necessarily mean like starving yourself. So I would like if I put it on my lips, I'd end up licking it off, and then I had my sister completely berate me one day because she caught me doing it, and I never did it again. Because the way she made me feel, I felt so fucking stupid for doing it. I was like, all right, I'm never doing that again. Like that's the one beautiful thing about learning something at a young age. Like you kind of just Get that in there and you're boom. Fasting for too long period is dangerous as fuck. That's why I like you're not supposed to like starve yourself. You still eat you still have nourishment, but you don't like you don't gorge yourself, you don't eat the regular meal intake that you do, it's you cut back a whole bunch. And you maintain. It's a good way to like pretty much go into a calorie deficit essentially, and it's also a good way of maintaining weight. Yeah, people did take it too far. That's why I as soon as I start talking about fasting, I let people know it's how I do things. It's how I work. It does good for my body. That's funny. Trying to swap this scene over and it just being a difficult bastard. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to start it up now. It was being a pain in the ass. But yeah, be sure to check out that SJW Triggered. Their channel is pretty fucking hilarious. That video is wild. Ain't that about a bitch? Yeah, I'm waiting on it to load up. Or it should be loaded by now. I have it in like super low latency and it's still like way behind on. So. Nah, I basically made it to. It wasn't even my graphic card that was fucking up on this. It was the settings that they come already ready to go with is like way overpowered. Super overpowered. Like they put the ray tracing all the fuck up. I keep forgetting something. Alright, so I did transfiguration. Yeah, no, that's one of the things that it loads up when it's loading all the different sliders that are in place. Oh yeah, I forgot it's snowing. What is my next quest? Meet Sebastian by the Overlook. Damn. I don't know which one I want to do. The dragon or the Sebastian, which most likely is getting a... Well, not in this one, obviously, but getting one step closer to getting more dark magic. Yeah, all of them. I know I'm going to do all of them. I don't know if that would even be possible. If some of them were in the same area, it would be nice. Yeah, I feel like everyone should at least try it at one
should
point.
prove useful once the sun's down.
Because, in my opinion, this is... Oh, you create your own character, so I'm just my own little... Like, I'm kind of, in my head, in my little head canon that I have for my character, he's basically like this, like a gray mage. He uses dark magic, but he also he's more for the light than he is of the dark. Basically, if I was a Jedi, I would be a gray Jedi, even though people hate hearing that. There's so many people who, for some reason, can't stand the idea of a gray Jedi. You can fly in everywhere but Hogsmeade. See? There's the border right there. Well, it's not everywhere but Hogsmeade. There's actually other places that you can't. But Hogsmeade is like one of the first places you find out you're not allowed to fly up in there. But there's a little area that you go around. No, it's one of those. I wish it came in like a darker color or something, but it's one of those ceramic masks. I have these. But I got tired of them, and I was trying to find an all-white suit, so that way he would just be like this solid white character. Because I was going to make his hair solid white and everything like those one people from the original suit, the original Harry Potter movies. The movies. I'm saying original, like those other ones.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
Nah, I was moving too fast for you to actually see it correctly.
I came as soon as I could. I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium in Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it. That's incredible. You know this area well. And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists. Do you think there's a connection to the triptych? I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We deal blows.
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies. Very well. And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again. After you.
Let's go fuck somebody up.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
I can beat you. No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries. Kill spells glance off of me. When are you going to give up? Crucio.
Protego. Accio. Descendo.
You won't get away with that.
Levioso.
Is that the best you can do?
Crucio.
Want some more?
Levioso. Descendo. Descendo. Confringo. Protego. Descendo.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm waiting to find an actual better mask. I got a lot of stuff I need to go unidentify. Or identify, I mean, because I have a whole bunch of unidentified
This is going well.
objects.
We make a good team.
So,
We
gotta
do
make
it
sure.
perhaps.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
What's that? Who's that?
Protego. Crucio.
That spell.
Whoa, shit!
You won't survive this, my young friend.
Rebellion. Crucio. Levioso. Protego. Descendo.
This is almost too easy. You're making this too easy.
Accio. Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in.
Over here!
Mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Enjoy suffering, dude!
Crucio. Descendo. Descendo. Protego. Crucio.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Incendio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs,
Or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs.
or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo. Incendio. Protego. Stupid one. Crucio. Incendio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Arresto Momentum. Crucio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction.
We have another fight on our hands.
Nothing over here.
Won't get away with that.
Crucio. Arrest the momentum. Protego. Crucio. We're not finished yet.
We certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
But we're much more fun to fight with.
Incendio!
Now, a rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Arresto moment, incendio! Wasn't expecting that.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still,
Something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
she seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient
Isadora and
Rackham?
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather This place is
odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up.
Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten, Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.